This is Dwight Sandvold, owner of Fitness and Sports Training, coming to you from our fabulous FAST studio. This week's exercise video focuses on 3 different abdominal exercises that we consider to be both safe and effective. They'll be the jackknife, a front plank lift, and ball 3 position crunches. Let's get right into showing you the jackknife. We like this exercise because it's effective, it's a safe exercise for the low back, and it also helps to open up the hamstrings as you come up into the exercise. It involves laying on your back, legs straight up in the air. You want to get your legs as straight as possible. It's not possible for everybody. You do want your hips on the ground. You do want your feet to be dorsiflexed or cocked position. Hands are directly above your sternum and elbows never bend. Let me reiterate that. Hands are above the sternum and elbows do not bend. Keeping your chin tucked and exhaling, reach up toward your feet. The way to take this to the next level is to go to 3 positions. So we would go to the right side, the center, and the left side. You'd repeat those until you're fatigued. Another way to modify that exercise and make it a little more vigorous is to control the speeds. You could come up slowly, and what we like to do here is have people come down for 3 seconds. So if you're going up and down quickly, 30 repetitions is not out of the norm. If you're coming down for 3 seconds, 10 repetitions can be really, really vigorous. The second movement is a plank. A lot of folks out there are doing planks right now, and we think planks are a great exercise. However, here at FAST, we question the wisdom of holding a plank for 3 minutes because we're wondering when in the world do you ever do that in a sport, hold any static position for 3 seconds. So we like to put a little movement into our planks. This is an exercise you're going to want to be careful with if you have had any low back pain. It's not a contraindicated exercise. However, you want to be careful on how far you're lowering the hips. If you haven't had a history of low back pain, listen to your body and lower the hips as far as you wish. We're going to start on the forearms. Do have the forearm or the elbow right underneath the shoulder. Legs are together. You're going to lower your hips and you're going to bring them up as high as you can. Lower the hips, bring them up as high as you can. A way to make this more vigorous again is to lower very slowly and then bring it up as high as you can. We've found that some individuals will say to us, well, I don't really feel that in my abs. Let me assure you that there's only one thing that's hauling your popo up toward the ceiling, and that's your abs. All right? You may not feel this in the same way that you feel a traditional crunch, floor crunch, but it is working your core, and that's really what we're all after. The third exercise involves the stability ball. The question sometimes we have is, what size stability ball should we be using? The rule of thumb is that when you sit on the ball, your knees should be at a 90-degree angle. So for me, I'm about 5'11". I choose a 65-centimeter ball. People that are shorter than that, 55 centimeter. The balls have guidelines with them, but 55 or 65 will suit most people, if it's inflated all the way yet. This movement we've seen done, and you've maybe seen it done in gyms. Let me point out some of the finer details. You're sitting on the ball. You want to go to what we call a rollout or tabletop. You do want to ensure that the top of the ball is in your low back. If you're forward of that, gravity is just going to help you. So this is what we'll commonly see that's an error. Hips way down, and I could do this all day. So what we want is for you to be back, rounded across the ball. Now if this causes you any discomfort, don't go back that far. If it doesn't, go ahead. The ball will control how far you can come back. You're going to want to put your hands behind your head. Avoid lacing your hands. gives you the temptation to yank on your neck. We want you to have your hands behind your ears, but not laced. Chin tucked. Exhale. Come back down. Rotate. Come back down. Rotate the other way. Come back down. If the hands behind the head position is too vigorous for you, you can start here. This is a shorter lever. If you find that the hands behind the head position is not difficult enough for you, you can always lengthen the lever by going to a streamlined position and coming up and down. And as we recommended with the plank, the slower you come back, the more vigorous that exercise is going to be. Everything controlled and with a purpose. There you have it. 3 great, useful, safe, effective abdominal exercises. If they're done consistently, you'll have wonderful core muscles and maybe even a six-pack. Thanks.